is why I would say that I believe that he works 24 hours a day. He even comes to events outside of his jurisdiction. So if he's doing that in his current role, imagine what he would do as public advocate, fighting for the behalf of all New Yorkers.
All right, so first of all, just really want to say good evening, everyone, and thank you for all of those who actually made the time to come out today. We've been promoting this fundraiser for some time now. Initially, just quickly about myself, as those of you who may or may not know, my name is Ibrahim Souare. I am a fellow West Africaner. I was born in Guinea, but I say I've been raised in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx, so I claim that, which also Mr. Blake here is as well. I've known Mike Blake for about, we got some Bronx in the house, right, as always.
Bronx in the house!
But part of the reason why, when I initially had met Michael Blake, this was around probably towards the end of 2012, early 2013, when I was with a nonprofit organization in the Bronx. At that time, he wasn't even an assembly member at that time. He had just relocated back to New York City. He had been working under President Obama's administration, pushing forward women and minority-owned business initiatives. And me being, those of you that know me, being in the realm of economic development, helping small businesses, helping women and minority-owned businesses, when I first introduced to him, I saw, first of all, that he was humble. I saw, secondly, that he had the passion. And I saw that someone that really cared about creating a change, creating an opportunity for the less fortunate, the often overlooked, the often underserved individuals and folks of our community. In addition to that, so once he, I think a couple of months after that, opportunity arose for him to be able to run for office and take over for Assembly District 79 in the Bronx, which those of you may know is heavily concentration of African immigrants. So I immediately, I know on 149th, I saw him giving out, looking to get petitions and signage, and I immediately tried to help him out on that side. And shortly thereafter, he became assembly member. And I believe he's going into his third term now as assembly member. And now he has been given the opportunity to be able to expand that opportunity and not just focusing on a small district within the city of New York, within the county of the Bronx, but now looking at the city of New York in terms of being the public advocate. So once I immediately saw that he was running, I texted him, I said, Blake, what do you need from me? He said, 3 things. He said, I want you to be able to help me to be able to spread the word, help me to be able to get more folks to know about my campaign, and be able to just do what you can to get me towards being able to position him to become public advocate. So from there on, I said, okay, whatever we can be able to do. Of course, as you guys know, Dr. Dennie Beach, he's been a strong advocate within the community through the Go Africa Network and the things that we've been doing in the nature. So we said, okay, how can we partner together to position Mr. Mike Blake to become the next public advocate for the city of New York? And we were able to organize this fundraiser. So those of you that are here, thank you. Those of you that contributed to us, couldn't make it, again, thank you. I believe, and also, of course, Dr. Dennie Beach and the rest of the Go Africa members for Dr. Jones can be able to strongly attest that this man in front of us here today will be a true advocate for the city of New York residents and constituents. Those of you who are immigrants, like myself, who immigrated here and were offered the opportunity to be able to strive towards the American dream, this is someone that we can be able to rely that confidence in. And we know that if we text them, if we send them a message on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever social media, if you call him, that he will be able to respond back. And that is, for me, speaks volume. And part of the reason why I am doing everything that I can be able to do in my power to galvanize you all to come together. Because as an old African proverb goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So part of you all being here, I think, says that we want to go far. So without further ado, just wanted to give a round of applause and giving the mic over to the soon-to-be next public advocate for the city of New York, Mr. Mike Blake.
When it comes to being public advocate, that means you got to step up for all communities. That means men, you can be a man and a feminist at the same time. That means we can step up for our women. That means we step up for our LGBT communities. That means we step up for our Latino brothers and sisters, and our Asian brothers and sisters, our Native American brothers and sisters. Because no matter who we may be, we want people for us to fight together. For us to have a chance to succeed, we have to step up and fight together. And so what we want to do right now is ask for you to help us. Help us get across the finish line. Because when we think about this is an election about who can build a coalition across this city. Who will be able to demonstrate that support? And it's the reason why we're very excited that one of the first endorsements we received was from the United African Coalition, because it sent a message across the city to say we stand in support of what we are trying to do here. When you recognize what we have been doing in the South Bronx, we just want to take this across New York City. And that's the reason why former Lieutenant Governor Dick Ravitch has endorsed our campaign. It's the reason why Rebecca C. Wright here in Manhattan has endorsed our campaign. It's the reason why Maya Wiley, the former counsel to the mayor, has endorsed our campaign as a campaign co-chair. And Natalie Molina Nino, an impact investor for Leapfrog, or Tremaine Wright out of Brooklyn, the incoming chair of the Black Hispanic Asian Caucus, all are endorsing our campaign to demonstrate the progress that we can build together. But this means, and this will only happen with you. And when we're here on tonight for a fundraiser, it's because we need to have the resources to be able to tell our story across the city. Tell the story that I'm a son of Jamaican immigrants. Tell the story that we work for President Obama. Tell the story of how we raised the age so that 16 and 17-year-olds are not tried as adults any longer. Tell the story of how we created the My Brother's Keeper program to help boys and young men of color go to school and graduate from school. Tell the story of how we helped make it easier for minority women in business to get paid faster here in New York State in 15 days instead of 30 days. Tell the story of how we've invested in housing and helped people. That is what we want to do for New York City if you give us the chance. And so this Friday night is a critical deadline. This Friday night is the contribution deadline that will determine next week who are the serious and strongest contenders. And the reason why we're doing this event on tonight is we're asking for your help. We are participating in the matching funds program, the new matching funds program, which is a maximum of $1,000. What is Dennie doing right here? Yeah, the 8 to 1. I didn't know what he was doing with his fingers. I was trying to figure out what was happening here. Yeah, so that's a. So the maximum contribution is $1,000. But for New York City residents, the first $250 that you donate is matched 8 to 1. It is a game changer, and we need your help. So any donation, $10 to $250 is matched 8 to 1. So I'm asking you, in the next 3+ days, to find anyone and everyone you know that lives in New York City to help us. Tell them to go to blakefornyc.com. Tell them, you know, we met this young brother, and he's saying something that's powerful, and he says something that we can go help more people, and he needs our help to get across the finish line. We're running against people that have more name recognition than us. We're running against people that are starting with more money than us. But as I always tell folks, if I was able to get Barack Hussein Obama elected in Iowa, I'm pretty sure that we can get Michael Alexander Blake elected in the Bronx and in New York City. But we can do that with your help, and we can make this happen right now. So I'm asking for you to believe in us. I'm asking for you to step up for us. And on February 26th, with your help, with your support, all that we're going to do, we're going to be to say that my name is Michael Blake, and we're fighting for jobs and justice for the people as the next public advocate of New York City. God bless you, everybody.